Good morning, boys and girls. I want to talk about a little story in Luke 7, verse 36 on. We'll jump in at verse 41. But what's happening is Jesus is at the Pharisee's house. It's like a religious leader, cool cat, you know. All those pastor dudes are amazing. And this sinner lady, that's what they that's what they call her, a woman in that town who lived a sinful life. So whatever that is, maybe we were talking. I don't want to pick on that lady that we were talking about the other day. But anyway, she comes in. She's kissing on Jesus's feet, and it's out of like gratefulness. She's crying. She's pouring oil out, giving I was gonna say a little massage or whatever. Like it says, she poured out perfume on him. That's not my culture. It doesn't make sense to me, but I get it. It paints it as like this lady is just so grateful that for Jesus, and she loves Jesus and all that. So Jesus says a little parable, and it says basically in verse 41, it's like, two people owe money. One, it's a little bit. One, it's a lot, like $20, and the other one's like $20,000. And then it says that the person says, "Hey, you don't have to pay me back. Your debts are forgiven." Which one of them is gonna love? And they say love, but I say grateful. Which one would be more grateful? And it's the one who owed the most, right? And then Jesus takes that and points it towards the sinners, and he's talking about the lady, who had lived a sinful life, that she's obviously gonna be more grateful, and then the Pharisee who, at least thinks that he's lived a good life, and that's why and Jesus calls him out, and he said, "Hey man, I came in here, you didn't offer me any food or drink, you didn't kiss my feet, you didn't pour oil on my feet or anything, bro. What's up with that?" But I started thinking, so all that story just to say, I started thinking about, in reality, we're all the same. I know we've all done it. We've looked at the person who's lived a hard life, or came from bad backgrounds, or like drug abuse, or in gangs, or